During the Outer Rim sieges, the Grand Army of the Republic often found itself facing larger droid armies. A perfect example of this would be the Battle of Kashyyyk.
When we arrived on Kashyyyk, things were just as bad as we feared. The droids had us outgunned, outmaneuvered, and outmanned by a 5-to-1 margin. What none of us had counted on was the Wookiees. We'd all heard the stories, of course, but we'd never fought next to them. Never seen them rip apart a droid with their bare hands. They were magnificent. Even so, it was still a suicide mission. At least it was until Master Yoda arrived. Then it became a battle. A winnable battle.
Kashyyyk was the homeworld of the Wookiees and was a vital holding of the Galactic Republic. The planet had a similar status to Ord Mantell and at a time Sullust. These planets were rich in natural resources and they were the sites of major hyperlane hubs. The strategic location of Kashyyyk made it a prime target for the CIS after the super hyper routes were secured by the Galactic Republic. Initially, the CIS requested the royal family to join their movement, but after deploying a droid garrison in an attempt to force a decision, an accident left the Wookiees' king's son dead. Outraged, the king reaffirmed his loyalty to the Republic, which basically made war inevitable. A truly huge detachment was sent to defend Kashyyyk, which included parts of the 91st Mobile Reconnaissance Corps, Delta and Omega Commando Squads, and the 501st and 42nd Legions. Like the majority of the Outer Rim battles, the CIS had a massive blockade surrounding the planet. Due to how thin the Grand Army of the Republic was stretched, the 501st was pressed into space combat, yet again.
When the Separatists' invasion of Kashyyyk caught the Republic flat-footed, a detachment of the 501st was sent in to stop the bleeding until reinforcements could arrive. It was a textbook suicide mission and we knew it. As we fought our way into Kashyyyk's atmosphere, most of us believed that the only way we'd be getting off this planet was in a body bag.
After a very costly space battle, the 501st and the 42nd Legion were able to land. Early on, the Delta Squad had to rescue Captain Tarful. During the rescue of Captain Tarful, Delta Squad discovered the Separatists had allied themselves with the Trandoshan slavers. Wookiee warriors from all over the planet prepared to fight the invading droid armies, and the city of Kashyyyk was heavily fortified. Kashyyyk was rumored to hold information regarding new hyperspace routes. This information could have tilted the entire war in the favor of whoever gained access to it. New hyperspace routes could have enabled the Grand Army of the Republic to get behind the CIS armies undetected. Yoda had a long history with the Wookiees. Grandmaster Yoda had been dubbed Defender of the Home Tree by the Wookiees based on previous incidents with the Trandoshan slavers. Clone Commander Fei was in charge of the army's strategy until Yoda arrived. After revising the battle plans, it became clear that a decisive battle would occur at Kashyyyk. The clone army used AT-AP, AT-RT, and Juggernaut tanks during the huge battle. Master Quinlan Vos led an early counterattack that was unsuccessful. This meant that the Republic would be fighting the majority of the battle on the defensive. Faced with a massive droid army advancing toward them, a commander of the 501st instructed his troops,
"This is it, men. We have to hold this beachhead until reinforcements arrive. No retreats, no excuses."
After finally being pushed back from the shore, TX-130S tanks were used to defend the seawall, which was vital for protecting the city. After a fierce engagement on the beaches of Kashyyyk City, the Republic began to gain the upper hand while sustaining devastating losses. When Order 66 was issued, Yoda was not caught off guard. Likely sensing the brutal execution of Aayla Secura, he knew something was wrong. When Commander Grian, one of the 42nd Legion clone troopers, failed to execute Yoda, he escaped. What isn't emphasized in the movie is the importance of their quick escape. Just minutes later, a Juggernaut tank fired on Yoda's last known position. Master Vos was attacked by Commander Fei, but he managed to survive. Jedi Master Luminara Unduli meets a very different fate in canon than she does in Legends. In canon, she survived, only to be imprisoned and later executed by the Grand Inquisitor. In Legends, however, she is gunned down near the end of the fighting. The fighting continued all the way until the droid army was deactivated, following the newly anointed Darth Vader's mission to Mustafar. Following this, a massive planet-wide manhunt began for the fugitive Jedi Master Yoda, and to a lesser extent Master Vos and the Wookiees. The Galactic Empire would later return and subjugate the planet for its natural resources as well as its labor supply. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and consider subscribing.